Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a 10-month wear and tear review of my Speedy 30 in the Damier Ebene print. Mine is the bandolier version, so it has the strap that you can put on your shoulder. But before we get started, I want to first highlight this necklace that I have on. I don't know if you're able to see it very well. Let me see if I can get a closer picture of it. So this is from Jeulia Premium Artisan Jewelry. This one is a feather and it just has really pretty rhinestones all over it. It's silver and then it has a little gold vein through the center. And so I had been following them on Instagram. Oh my gosh, I can't get myself clear now. There, okay, sorry. So I've followed Jeulia Jewelry on Instagram before, and I've watched her her feed and looked at all the different pieces of jewelry that she offers, and I've always loved their jewelry. So when they reached out to me and asked me if I would like to collaborate with them and show a piece of jewelry on my YouTube channel, I was over the moon ecstatic because her jewelry is very high quality. It's gorgeous. She has really original, unique pieces to choose from. There's another piece that I've been eyeballing, so I'm thinking about possibly ordering that one. It's like a compass and it's a ring. It's so unique, but she has the prettiest jewelry, and it's, like I said, it's so different. You're not going to run into other people wearing it. I love Kendra Scott jewelry, but one of the things that I don't like is that it seems like no matter where I go, I see people wearing Kendra Scott earrings, and you're not going to run into that with Jeulia's jewelry because the pieces are just so unique, and the market's just not saturated with it yet. So this is the box that it comes in. It comes in a very nice box, and it just says Jeulia Premium Artisan Jewelry, and this is her little logo. It's like the heart. It's an A, but turned sideways to make a heart. And the packaging is so nice. So it comes in this box, and you get a little bag with it in case you want to send it as a gift. And then it has a rewards program if you purchase multiple items from them. And it also has all of their, I think their social media stuff on it as well. It has their website on here as well. And I'm going to post her information down below so that if you're interested in this necklace or in any other piece that she sells, then you can just follow the link down below and go right to it. And then it comes with a little catalog as well, and it just talks about the company. And then this is how the necklace was boxed. So it came in this little box right here, and it's just so nice. And it has like a satiny feel to it, and it opens up like this, and the necklace was sitting in here, but of course and it has Jeulia here in gold, but because I love it, this is like the third or fourth time I've worn it already, so I thought I better go ahead and put it in a video. But I wore it to work the other day and I got so many compliments on it, so I wanted to share it with you guys because they did gift it to me and ask that I show it on my YouTube video, and so that's what I'm doing. Anyway, I'm going to list everything down below for you, so if you have any questions, just check the information and you'll find everything there. So let me get to the video. So I am doing a 10-month wear and tear video on my Speedy 30. Again, I said mine is in the Damier. It's the Damier Ebene, yeah, but it's the bandolier version. And I still have my little puff on it and my luggage tag because I was just using this bag yesterday, and then I switched out into my Damier Azur Neverfull that I'm going to be using. So it's empty right now. So I thought this is the perfect time to do a wear and tear video. So the first thing I want to show you is the outside of the bag. The outside of the bag is in perfect condition. The corners are not showing anywhere whatsoever. And this is one of my bags that probably gets more use than any of them. This is one of my favorite Louis Vuittons. There's the other corner. And there's that one. And literally none of them have anywhere at all. Oh, just kidding. This one has a tiny bit of wear on it. Right there. And I don't even know if you'll be able to see it because it's so small. But see where it's a little bit black right there. And that is the only corner that is showing wear. Yeah, the others are showing no wear whatsoever. The side straps are still in beautiful, pristine condition. No wrinkling or creasing on them whatsoever. And here's the other side. It has a little bit of like a bump, a tiny bump right here, but I think that's just from where it's sewn in right here. But it's not a wrinkle or a crease. So they look pristine. Mine is a made in France bag. The hardware still looks wonderful. It hasn't tarnished. This button looks perfect. And here are the zipper pulls. I keep my zippers pulled both to the same side. I just find it to be easier that way, but the zipper pulls still look perfect, and so does the zipper. It hasn't tarnished or anything. And then here is the other side. They still look great. That button looks really good. It's not tarnished at all. Now, where I have noticed tarnishing is, I'll show you, on one of these little buttons back here. Where is it? This one. Just a little bit, not much, but you can see that one is a little tarnished in the center. And then there's the other one. It's a tiny bit tarnished. Let's see. Not much. It's hardly noticeable. You have to really look at it to see that it's tarnished. Even just a little bit. And then the ones on the other side are perfect. Like there's no tarnishing on them whatsoever. So no problems whatsoever with that. The little chaps are in great shape. They're not turning up on the ends here. Sometimes you'll have problems with that. They'll start to curl up on the ends. Here's the back side. They're perfect. And let's look at the handles close up. This is what the handles look like close up. No cracking or wrinkling. Here's the underside. The glazing is in perfect condition. There's nothing wrong with the glazing. These little, it goes over there, sorry. This portion is in really good shape. Some have experienced some cracking or stretching on these, and mine are in great shape. And then here is the front side. Step out of the way. In great shape. And then the handle is in perfect condition, as you can see. And the glazing on the underside is in perfect condition. No cracking, nothing. And I'm sorry, this puff is in the way. I should have taken it off. I'm so sorry. And as you can see, I have very minimal wrinkling on the underside. Hardly any at all. Like, okay, so you can barely see it with the light hitting it. But that is inevitable. That's going to happen. And actually, you'll already have really fine wrinkles right there when you purchase the bag, because that's what happens when you bend leather. It gets wrinkles in it. So the canvas is still really beautiful, has a gorgeous sheen to it, as you can see. Everything still looks great on it. And let me show you the interior of the bag. The inside still looks great. This is still in good shape. The D-ring over here, still in perfect shape. And this is just the inside of the bag. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see that. And then the pocket. The zipper is in perfect shape still. And the zipper pull. The zipper still works very easily. One-handed, not so easy. And then that's the interior. This is just the little lock that comes with the Speedy 30, or any of the Speedies for that matter. Actually, I'm going to leave that out because I want to show something to you. And then that's just the tag that comes with it. So it's the inside pocket. The interior is still very pristine. No stains or anything on the inside. That's one of the good things about the red interior, is that it's not difficult to keep it clean. So, and then with the lock, I want to show you, this is probably the one and only thing that has given me problems with this bag. Look how tarnished the lock is. And look at how it tarnished. Half of it is very tarnished. Like this side is really tarnished and dull looking. And then the other side hasn't tarnished quite as much, but is still tarnished. But you can see a clear line there. And then this is what the bottom looks like, and the back side. But see how brassy looking it got? Just very like orangey looking. So I was not happy with the way this lock turned, and part of it may be because I didn't use the bag for about a month or two, and like solid, and when I didn't use it, it was put away, and I don't know if there was moisture or it got damp or what the case may be, but it did tarnish. I have watched some videos on how to get this to be like new again, and I haven't tried it yet, so if I try it, I'll show you in a video how it comes out, or perhaps I'll do it on the video just so you can so you can see for yourself how it's done. But as you can see, the bag has held up beautifully. It still looks like the day I got it, practically, with the exception of that one little corner, which I don't even know which one it is now. I think it's this one. Anyway, But with the Speedies, a lot of times the canvas will overlap and cover the trim, which is fine because you don't want the leather trim to get messed up. And with this being the Damier Ebene print, if it gets black, you know, on the corners, it isn't really that noticeable. So I'm not really worried about the corners getting wear on them. This is probably one of my most used bags, so it does get a lot of use to it. The other thing is that that I wanted to share with you is that I would absolutely never get the classic version of this. This strap is a lifesaver. Saturday, my sister and I spent the day out shopping, and we were out for literally about 6 hours straight, and I had this bag with me, and I'm telling you, if I had only the handles to carry it by, I would have put this bag away a long time ago because it was getting so heavy. Granted, I keep a lot of stuff in my bag, so it did have a lot in it, but having this strap is just so helpful because, you know, between switching it on, you know, from my wrist to my shoulder and then to my other shoulder, it really was helpful because, like I said, I had a lot of stuff in this bag, and if I only had one way to carry it and it was, you know, just in the crook of my arm, I probably would not use this bag as much as I do. I highly recommend the Speedy. It is probably one of my favorite designs that Louis Vuitton has out. I think that it's an amazing bag. It's a perfect first luxury bag for starters. If I had to choose between the Neverfull and the Speedy as like which one I wanted as my first bag, I would probably always go with the Neverfull because I do love totes. I love top handle bags, but I tend to lean more towards totes and shoulder bags than I do top handles, even though I think top handles are prettier. But the reason I would probably go with the Neverfull first is because you also get the additional pochette with it. So it's like you're getting 2 luxury pieces for the price of one. So, yeah, but this was my second purchase, I think. Was it? No, it was my third. It was my third bag. And so, I don't know. I really love it. I highly recommend it. If you're going to ask me if I, you know, would recommend the Bandolier over the Classic, I would say definitely go with the Bandolier. You're going to get so much more use out of it. Not only that, but you're also going to use it more often, because when you only have the handles to carry it by, you're going to get tired, especially if you're out shopping and you can't look at things because the bag is in your way because it's on your arm. And these are not really big handles, so you know, you can only get it so far up your arm and it can get really uncomfortable. So I definitely would recommend waiting. If it's a matter of, you know, money, I would say just wait a little bit longer, save a little more money, and get the Bandolier version, because yeah, if you get the Classic, I think you're going to regret it because you're going to get tired of holding it in your hand or on your arm. So that's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but for me, the Bandolier made all the difference. And I do want to get this in the monogram print as well. I just don't know when I'll pick that up. I'm not in a big hurry for it. This was the print I wanted this bag in, so I got it, and so I'm not in a big rush to get the monogram, but I would like to get a monogram. So if you're wondering why I didn't just wait 2 more months and do a 1-year wear and tear review, the reason is because I had a Neverfull MM in the Damier Ebene print, and I did a 6-month wear and tear video, and it was perfect. Then 4 months later, I happened to notice that, and I don't know how I didn't notice it before, but I happened to look over at my bag one day, and I saw cracking on one of the straps. So when I started looking at all of the straps, I noticed that they all had severe cracking on them. So just from the 6-month mark to the 10-month mark, which was just 4 months later, all this cracking had taken place. So I wanted to do this one at the 10-month mark as well, so I could compare this damier ebene piece to how my other damier ebene stood up. And I don't know if it's because this is a Speedy and they're designed differently. I mean, they have more structured handles. The handles don't bend, so you're not going to get as much wear on the handles in terms of the leather going back and forth and stretching with this bag, because the handles are firm. They have something on the inside that keeps them structured. So I don't know if that helps, but at the same time, if you have the bandolier version, the bandolier itself, which is the strap, is made out of the same material and same leather as the Neverfull straps, and I have absolutely no cracking whatsoever on this strap. This strap is so pristine as the day that I got it. I mean, it's in perfect shape. It doesn't have a single wrinkle in it or a bend or a crease or anything. The glazing is beautiful on both sides. Here's the other side of it. I mean, there isn't a single crack anywhere in it. Nowhere. And so I'm not sure. I don't know if I just got a bad bag when I had my Neverfull, or if it's because this is made with different leather, or if they treated it differently. I'm not really sure. I bought this after my Neverfull, so I have heard rumors that they are treating the leather differently on the damier ebene pieces now, and that very well could be because you know, I'm not having any problems at all with this one. So I don't know. I'm glad that I'm not having any problems with this one, because this is a made in France piece, and it is so hard to find Speedies that are made in France or anywhere other than the USA if you live in the USA and you're purchasing a bag. Now if you live over in Europe, then it probably isn't as difficult to find a bag made in France, because they're probably shipping them you know, from France to those countries because it's closer. But if you live in the USA, it is almost impossible to get a made in France Speedy. So I was so happy when I was able to get one. So if something happened to this bag, I would be devastated, and I probably would not return it, because I know without a doubt I probably would end up with a made in the USA Speedy. And there's nothing wrong with made in the USA, but it's a French brand, so I just think that it's a little more special when you can get one that's made in France. So anyway, so that has been my 10-month wear and tear review of my Speedy 30. I love this bag so much. I recommend it, highly recommend it. So if you are in the market for a Speedy, you don't have to ask my opinion, because you already know I love mine. And like I said, this is one of my most used bags. I probably go to this bag more than any of my other bags, because number one, this one is also kind of carefree when it comes to the weather. So if we're getting bad weather or whatever, I'll use this one. So which is why I had switched to it. But anyway, yeah. So I hope this video helped you out if you are in the market for a Speedy, if you are thinking about getting the damier ebene, but you've heard, you know, a lot of bad press about it because, you know, of cracking or wrinkling or whatever. I have had bad experiences with damier ebene. However, that hasn't been the case with this one, and I hope I never experience any cracking with this, because I love this bag so much. But if you want to purchase the damier ebene, I say go for it. If something does start to happen, Louis Vuitton is really good. They will honor their warranty. I mean, I think they guarantee the bags up to the first year that you own them, And if you notice something going wrong within the first year, normally they'll either replace it for you, or they'll send it off for repair for free, or they'll give you a store credit, possibly even your money back. I mean, they've offered to give me my money back when I brought my Neverfull back. So anyway, so I definitely say you should get one. It's definitely worth it. You know, you may not have the misfortune I had with my Neverfull, and like I said, you know, I have had nothing but great luck with this one, and this one's holding up beautifully, and I hope it continues to do so. So anyway, if you liked this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Again, I'm going to post the information for Jeulia's jewelry down below, so if you're interested, then just check the description box. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe and join my YouTube family. And also don't forget to hit the notification bell so the next time I upload a video, you'll be notified and you won't miss it. And I hope to see you again soon. Thank you for stopping by. Bye.